deep situation right now, especially now that she just got arrested for DUI. Um, I really hope that things get better for her. I really do. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like Tiffany Haddish, in my opinion, maybe was going through so much when she was under the influence while driving, which is why she was under the influence. And I mean, no, that's not an excuse to, be under the influence. And no, I mean, I do not recommend for anyone to be behind the wheel whenever they're going through a lot in life and whenever, they're drinking. But, like I said, I mean, she was going through a lot and it's understandable. It's really understandable. And, it's times like these where instead of seeking alcohol or doing other bad things that will harm you as a person, it's best that you get to seek help. You get to go off and talk to someone, because I mean, as long as you go off and talk to someone, you get to seek help, the more you are able to help yourself as a person. So that's just my recommendation on how I see things from Tiffany Haddish. And Tiffany Haddish, I mean, she is such a talented actress. She is such a wonderful, wonderful human being, you know. And I mean, Tiffany Haddish, I was shocked to hear that she got into a situation like that, because, I mean, never did I imagine that she would end up doing something like this. But like I said, I mean, with what she was going on, it's understandable as to why she did what she did, even though it was not okay. And then another thing that I have to say is, in life, I mean, when people even go through a huge loss, I mean, people will just go off and do whatever it takes to just try to calm themselves. They will go off and even do the stupidest things ever. And that's the case here. That is definitely the case. So I don't know, but anyways, I really do hope Tiffany Haddish gets better, and I really hope that she got to learn her lesson for what she did, for driving behind the wheel under the influence. So anyways, from that to now, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra just welcomed their first baby via surrogate this past Friday, which, by the way, I think is pretty amazing, because I mean, I personally feel like, this was completely unexpected, and of course it's amazing because it's a blessing that they now have a child. But anyways, it all started off when Nick Jonas went onto Instagram and he told everyone on Instagram that him and Priyanka just welcomed the baby via a surrogate, and of course, I mean, now that they both have a baby, I mean, of course they're very happy to have, their first baby together. And by the way, now that Nick Jonas is a father, I mean, now that it's official that now all the Jonas brothers are, well, not all the Jonas brothers, because I mean, they still have, because they're young. The youngest Jonas brothers is still not a father, but the group, though, the whole entire group of the Jonas brothers are now dads. Kevin is now a dad, Joe Jonas is now a dad, and now Nick Jonas is now a dad. So basically, the whole group is a dad. The whole entire group are now dads. But in terms of siblings, I mean, there's still one sibling left that's not a dad. And he's and he is their 21-year-old youngest brother, by the way. But anyways, Um, Congratulations to Nick Jonas though and Priyanka Chopra on the welcoming of their baby. I really hope the best for the both of them. I really hope that they get to live their lives with this child, and I really hope that they get all of the privacy that they need, and that they have all of the needs, of course, that they need for their child. And I mean, of course, I really hope that they get to have a happy journey as parents too, now that they have this child, because of course it's a huge responsibility. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of parents out there that they're not happy because they're like, oh, it's a huge responsibility and this and that. But I really hope that with them, that's not the case. I really hope that even though it's going to be a huge responsibility for them, I really hope that they're still happy, that they end up that they continue to be happy parents, you know as they now that they have their child. So I mean, congrats to them. I really hope nothing but the best for the both of them. I really do. um so yeah. So now, from Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra having kids, to now Wendy Williams. Well, unfortunately, Wendy Williams has been out of her talk show for the past 4 months now. She wasn't even able to start the season 12 or season 13. She wasn't able to start. She was I think the Wendy Williams show was like on season 12 already, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, the show right now is on season 13. Okay. Wendy Williams was not even able to start season 13 of the Wendy Williams show at all. And the reason why is because of her Lyme's disease. Well, unfortunately, since the talk show host has been gone for 4 months now, it has been, speculated that the reason why is because her health is declining more and more than everyone has been expecting. It has been previously said that things have been getting so bad for the TV host that now she depends on someone to dress her, and also she depends on someone to help her eat. And also, there are times when she forgets to she forgets certain people, she forgets certain things. So she's basically going through a situation where she is already, not being herself anymore, unfortunately, according to many sources. And what's going on also with Wendy Williams is that she is also depending on a wheelchair too in order to go to places as well. So basically, I mean, things are not going out as good as people would want for Wendy Williams, unfortunately. But I personally think, though, that Wendy Williams, I mean, she, in my opinion, it's going to be hard for her to go back to her normal self. It's going to be hard for her to go back to, the way she was before, because of how things are getting with the top TV host. I mean, it really is going to be hard, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know, though, is that if Wendy Williams continues to have this health decline, then I think Wendy Williams is going to have no choice but to, retire as a TV host. And she's going to have to find someone else to replace her in her talk show permanently. Because she cannot be, missing work this much anymore. She really can't. And here's another thing. If Wendy Williams gets replaced, I think Sherri Shepherd is going to be her replacement, in my opinion. Because Sherri Shepherd is a very good TV host. We already saw her as a TV host back when she was on The View. And, she has a really good personality. She's hilarious. And also, the ratings have gone up even more and that show on the Wendy Williams show when Sherry was a guest co-host on there. So that's a very good sign that Sherry could, you know, could and should be the, TV host of the Wendy Williams show. And that's if, Wendy ends up getting replaced. In my personal opinion, though, I feel like, Sherry Shepherd, I mean, she would be more than happy, of course, to even be, sitting in that Hot Topic seat full time. She would definitely, because I can even tell how happy she even was to even be in that show. Like, super happy. So that's my opinion on that. And, I really hope that, Wendy Williams, of course, she gets to recover. And, especially because, I mean, Wendy Williams, she went through such a hard time. Not just with that, with her Lyme's disease, but she has gone through such a hard time with her divorce from her previous husband, who unfortunately had an affair with another woman. And it's been tough for her. So, I mean, anyways, but prayers up to Wendy Williams. Prayers up to her. So now, from Wendy Williams to now, another topic. Let's talk about Cardi B, shall we? Well, Cardi B just won a lawsuit. Yes, it has been reported that Cardi B just won a $1 million defamation suit against gossip blogger Tasha K. Well, a Georgia jury awarded Cardi a $1.25 million in damages after 2 weeks of deliberation, also convicting Kibi of invasion of privacy through portrayal in a false